What's going on, y'all? It's Jay Spivey. I've been listening to J. Cole lately. I literally just started listening to his album. I know it came out a long time ago. I really be I really be chilling. I really be chilling. As I'm saying, I ain't even been listening to other artists' music. Not like I used to. Like that's what I'm saying. When I'm listening now, I'm trying to come up with my own flow. You know what I mean? I'm trying to come up with my own stuff in my head now. So I listen to a lot more instrumentals now than anything. Write every single day. Write every single day. I'm just trying to get to the point where I can flow my poems like music. That poetic flow. I like that. It's that poetic flow. That poetic flow. Like Wale, that poetic flow. Um, Rising. I hope all my beautiful souls are taking it easy. I would say winter is coming, but winter is here. Winter is here. So I wanted to get real with y'all I wanted to get real with y'all this video. Not like I don't ever keep it real, but that's what I'm like. I want to talk about a couple things. So fatherhood, man. Hey, I respect anybody that don't want kids. I'm not mad at you. That's why I'm not sitting here like feeling some kind of way because you don't want to have kids. Like I definitely respect it. This shit, man. Children are beautiful, you know, but they are their own beings. My daughter Serafina, my baby. She was born the same day that my grandma was put to rest. So my dad feels like it was some passing between, it was some conversations I was had between my daughter and my grandma. So I definitely be having to check myself. Children are beautiful, man. I just know it's supposed to be in a family setting. It's not really meant for single. What is it, singleism? I don't even know if that's a fucking word. But, children are made for families, not for one parent trying to figure out how to get shit done. So, but I just wanted to speak on. That's when I actually wrote down a couple notes this time. But it's tiring, man. Parenthood is tiring. Hey, if you don't have kids yet, if you young watching my videos and you don't have kids yet, my story specifically, that's what I'm saying, like my black ass was so hurt I was trying to manifest kids in fucking high school. And you see where that got me. I'm definitely in the position now to kind of talk about some things. And really it's just a warning. It's really just a warning, like don't be out here trying to be an adult too fast. That's what I said in my last video. I said it in my last video, bro. Like, chill, be patient. What you want, it will come when you put in the work. But if you're too busy just chasing tail, you don't come out with something that you really not happy about. Especially realizing that a lot of your early relationships, if you don't know some of these things, they can literally just be trauma relationships that you're not really supposed to be in, that you're supposed to learn from. I'm starting to learn that every person you meet, you can meet something. Oh, I've been this, but every person you meet, you can meet something from. You can learn something from them, but also realizing that every soul that you run into is like, it's a lesson. Like, you gotta already come in like, okay, what am I supposed to be learning from this person? It's a reason why y'all connected. It's a reason. You really gotta try to meditate and sit in silence and figure out why you and this soul met at this specific time. Been listening to God. It's been a so I really, that's what I'm saying. There's a couple things I want to talk about. This is my first time talking about this, but I'm ready to leave. I've been in California for a minute, and it's cool. It's cool, but it ain't really meant for single parents. And as I'm saying, I know souls that came out here specifically just to get away. That's what I'm saying. There ain't nothing wrong with coming out here, and that's what I'm saying. If you make it here, you can make it anywhere. It's just like if you make it in New York and one of these other high ass places, you can make it anywhere. I got a hustler's mentality. I'm okay with working. I'm okay with a regular 9 to 5 and grinding. That's what I'm saying. Like, I know a lot of people is like, I don't want to work for. That's what I'm saying. If they cool and I don't have to take no shot. That's what I'm saying. I'm good. That's what I'm saying. I'll work my butt off, and ain't nobody gonna hear nothing. But I started to notice that I haven't been hesitant. That's what I've been low key. I've been grinding. I've been listening to God. Things that I've been working on myself. Been working on for myself. They're coming around, and I just noticed that I might be a tad bit terrified, having to step into this next phase of my life. And it's like, it's all about stability. And that's what I'm saying. Like, it ain't hard to go get a decent paying job, but it's like, I got 2 kids now. Not now, but it's like I got 2, so it's like that mental hurdle of just having just enough. It ain't cutting it. That's what I'm like. You can't be out here. That's what I'm like. Ain't no single parent out here. That's what I'm saying. I guess they can, but you working a $15 an hour job full time. You bringing home what, 2,500, maybe 22, maybe 19 after taxes. At that $15 an hour. So it's like, it ain't really much. It ain't much. Especially when you look at rent. That's what I'm saying. Cali is crazy right now. That's when like rent going up everywhere, but damn, just some, studios for 1,300, 1,400, 1,500. Easily 1,500 now for a studio. Like, people not that's what I'm saying. I guess people can do that if they want to, but it's like, there's so many beautiful places in this world. And I get Cali has like the best weather and all of that, but it's like, you can always come back to it. You can always circle back, but you still gotta, that's what I'm saying, thinking about being an adult and then having to make those adult decisions. That's what I'm like, God been talking to me, but I'm like, man, like, I don't know if I'm ready, but I know I'm ready. And that's it's kind of like the mindset thing. It's like, so like, you can't be around giving yourself like negative talks. You gotta work on staying in a good mental space. Like, every single day, you gotta work on it. I'm not gonna say it's a struggle. It's a battle. It's a battle, but you can do it. You know what I'm saying? If I could do it, you can do it. You can't hesitate. It's time to step into that next phase. It's time to listen to your intuition and what it's been telling you. All of us is moving around trying to manifest something. But you remember, faith without works is dead. So you still got to put in that work. So that's the cool thing about me. Like, so I be wanting to go in a hermit mode. And that's why I've kind of been off social media. That's when I kind of just been focused on my YouTube channel. and just trying to grow that. It's a process. That's what I'm like. No, that's what I've been staying away from. I've been I've been I think I said it earlier. I've been weeding myself off of tree and going more towards like a more natural like herb, just to keep me more mentally focused. But I'm not into feeling like I'm addicted to things. And today was the day that I kind of felt that depression from not having a blunt. like like I felt it. But that's when I just cut on the camera and start recording, get into my thoughts. You are enough, you know? You got what you need. The moment you be feeling like you need something worldly to push you to the next level, I say that's when you got it mistaken. I won't say that's when you lost. That's where you got it mistaken. Nothing on this worldly plane is going is going to satisfy you. You gotta think about that. Nothing on this worldly plane is going to satisfy you. You start feeding your urges, that's all you're going to do is feel good about it. And then after you done with all of that, then you going to, you're going to look around, and the time that you spent doing whatever BS that you was doing, you gonna have to, you gonna have to pay for that, or we gonna have to pay for that. You gotta pay attention to that. This world, that's what I'm saying. Don't tell God what you really want if you're not okay with all the obstacles that's gonna come at you after you didn't put your thoughts out there. That's what I'm saying. After you didn't tell you ain't, that's what I'm saying. Say it out loud. God listen, God, God here, you can say it and you can say it to yourself. I'm just saying, say it out loud. Say it out loud. I want to be successful. I am successful. Whatever you want to do, I am an artist. I am a successful musical artist. Like you say these things, then you got to go out there and put that work in. You know what I mean? Because the trials is coming. The trials is coming. Ain't no way of shaking it. Let's just put it that way. Ain't no way of shaking all the trials. You gonna have to figure it out. Oh, you really want that? Oh, let's see how badly you want it. And this goes for what you want in life. This goes for relationships. I really want, you know what I mean? That's like, you can't be like, I really want. That's like, it's a lot of terms that need to be taken out. That definitely need to be taken out. You gotta kind of have some effort behind the words that you speak in. And that's what I'm saying. When you step away, that's what I'm saying. If you put the blunt down and if you sitting there thinking about what you really want to get done, and you ain't really getting shit done, you about to be giving yourself you about to be giving yourself anxiety. You're gonna be giving yourself depression because because your ass don't really want to work hard. You don't really want it. Some people just turn into haters. You know what I'm saying? They be so sick of themselves, they turn into a fucking hater. I'm ready, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready. I've been ready. I'm lying. I ain't been ready. I've been putting in the work, though. That's one thing I have been doing. I've been putting in the work. That's what I'm saying. So when I'm in my next phase and I'm out here, that's what I'm saying. You living your best life and you happy, and you should be happy no matter what. But I know it's more of a mental mindset. So you gotta be a beast, man. And that's when I feel like I lost a lot of my drive when I was younger. After I tore my ACL the first time, hooping when I was young, I was just all jacked up. It took me a minute to kind of dig myself out, and the crazy thing is, like, for men, you know, having this dream and it being physical, like, and I say physical meaning like a sport, and then you get an injury and then you don't really feel the same after. It's like it's a lot, you know, it's a lot of souls on the planet that has happened to, and that's a lot. Shout out to y'all that was still able to you know, to get yourself together and get back on the court. I was like, but for me, unfortunately, I dealt with a lot of, like, my depression after that. It was unreal. It was unreal. That shit lasted so long, and I feel like it was because I as when, you know what I mean, you'll be going through one thing, and then next thing you know, you try to add a girl up into the mix while you're trying to get yourself together. It don't, you know what I'm saying, it don't really mix. I was telling my cousin, a lot of men rather get that healing stuff done by themselves versus like trying to drag whoever you with you. That's what I'm saying. I'd rather, that's what I think I was telling my cousin. The funny way I put it, I was just like, hey, cuz this ship is sinking. I'm just gonna have to kick your ass off. That's what I'm saying. I'm letting them, we was laughing about it like, hey, I'm about to self-implode. You know, like, I'm just letting you know. Boop. Kick their ass off the boat. So then, that's what I'm saying. So then I ain't got to worry about nobody else. I ain't got to save nobody else. I just got to save myself. But then when you got kids, that's what I'm saying. Like, when you got kids, it's like, you know, you'll see it all the time. You got to put your babies first. And it's a lot of souls, you know what I mean? It's like we be too busy worrying about us, and it's like, okay, what about the kids? But we still, you know, you still got to make sure you good. G Herbo said it. Still got to make sure you good.
Just thinking about that shit, I have to like leave the house 3, 4 in the morning, go ride just to get that shit out of me. Cause like, you know, being around my girl, it's like she understand, but as a man, like I just feel like as a man, bro, you can't really even complain about, and that's not good either. Like you can't really complain about your situation or complain about being stressed out, cause at the end of the day, I feel like don't nobody really like you the man. You know, you're supposed to be strong.
But you gotta let it out, though.
You gotta let it out.
You gotta let it out.
I do that. I feel like I do that, and I grieve on my own time. Cause at the end of the day, shit, my bills ain't gonna stop coming. My kid ain't gonna stop crying when he need milk. You know what I'm saying? My girl ain't gonna stop wanting attention and affection and shit like that. But like, how you gonna be able to get her that if you can't even get it to yourself? You know what I'm saying? Or get anybody that. So I just feel like I gotta isolate myself to get that shit out, and then come back and be the man I'm supposed to be. You know?
Black man, your mental health matters. I mean, souls be acting like they care and they really don't care. So you kind of you have to will yourself into the mindset that I can get this done no matter if I have somebody by my side or not. If not, it's gonna be a real lonely road. When it comes to being a parent, you know, you gotta think about the kids. Think about their stability. But, you know, a lot of parents, I don't be trying to think about me first. But there's so many things you gotta think about. You gotta think about yourself. Gotta think about the kids. Gotta think about, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Finances. You gotta throw finances in there. That's like, then if, you know, you work full time, you know, sitters is needed. And, you know, niggas don't be wanting to help you with your kids. They might say they do. Then mess around and don't have no help. That's what I'm saying. Then you try to figure out how to do it by yourself. Now you trying to do it by yourself and move to Cali. It's enough. The crazy thing is California, I don't know how the other states are, but California is really smooth with the whole helping with single moms thing. Like, you come out here and it's a lot of, you know what I mean? Well, it's issues. It's you know, it's holes in every little area of the government right now. But but as far as the programs go, when the programs was still heavily active, and that's what I'm saying, I don't really know where the world is going right now. I mean, I do, but that's what I'm saying, it's not pretty. But you know, that's what I'm saying, they had shut like the housing authority down for a while. And that's like people wasn't, you know, that's like if you was on Section 8, a lot of people that was on Section 8 was getting a boot because, or, you know, that's like they wasn't paying rent, and then they wouldn't get that check from the assistants to help pay for their rent either. Or if they was, it was like being held, and it was just a lot of BS that was going on with that. So I realized it made it made things a lot harder for a lot of souls. But I don't know. I think I was talking to my friend when I said that, but I'm just like, hey, respect to the women that be out here really getting it. And I was like, but I gotta give more kudos to the women that's not doing it on assistance. Like they really thugging. They're really thugging out here. You know what I'm saying? They really going hard. But I'm like, you gotta respect it though. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad. That's what I just be like, damn, like, hopefully you can find a good dude. That's all I be thinking. I be like, and that's like, I guess that's me caring about somebody else or worried, not worried, but that's what I'm saying. I just be like, I see you grinding. That's what I'm saying. But you want to be doing that shit for 20 years? That's what I'm saying. Like, you want to be doing that shit like a nigga? Like, I'm sorry, not nigga. I mean, like, beep. You want to be doing that shit like, you want to be doing that shit like a man? Like, you want to be out here grinding like that? I mean, that's cool. That's what I'm saying. The term grinding mean wearing down, though. I mean, unless we forgot about that. So I'm saying, man, I'm grinding. That's what I'm saying. You wearing yourself into the ground. Now, that's what I'm saying. Then that's why they be talking about the masculine and the feminine, because it's like, now, it's like eventually women be wanting to be able to chill and let their mans take care of something. But if you ain't got no man, you can't let your mans take care of nothing. If you don't, that's all I'm saying. If you don't have one, you can't let it. That's like, where the help gonna come from? I'm like, cause niggas, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm like, the whole simp thing, it's whatever. But that's what I'm like, it's going away. Men are not being as giving as they once were. It's a lot of snakiness that goes on. Because niggas started finding out that women was getting support from like multiple niggas. Like, I mean, I that's what I'm saying. Like the way I see it, that's what I'm saying. I got a 10 or 12 different views on it, probably 20. But yeah, I mean, that's why I feel like a lot more men have been just waking up and being like, oh, nah, I don't want to give her no love no more. Like, I already know she gonna get it from somewhere else, and that's what I'm saying. And then you know what I mean, like, okay, listen, everybody don't know. That's what I'm saying. You don't really know what people be doing. That's why that's why I'll say it's kind of like Russian roulette with a lot of this shit. Like, you just kind of gotta take your chances. And I'm like, if you're okay with taking that risk, then cool. And that's what I'm just like, for me, I'm not. That's what I'm saying. Like, even slipping into the box, I'm like, oh no. That's what I'm like, I don't. Because it's that's what I'm saying. I definitely am on the realm of women are powerful as fuck. So I'm like, I ain't trying to go backwards again. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Getting into a relationship, none of that shit is easy. It's maintaining it. I mean, the getting in the relationship is easy. But that's why I said, people can fake, you can fake being in love. You can fake a whole relationship. You can fake it until you get to the marriage. But then when you got to sit in the house with that person for, however long, and, you got to come home to them, and that's what I'm saying. What if the relationship wasn't smooth? So it's like, wasn't nothing really established. So now you get tired of cooking, or somebody get tired of cleaning, or somebody getting annoyed because there's dishes always in the sink. And then next thing you know, you blow up, Like, you just get tired and you like, fuck this shit. And then somebody saying, then one person just end up, I never wanted to be with you anyway. That's what I'm saying. They start saying all this cruel shit. And it's like, bro, like, y'all wasn't really meant to be together. Like, y'all was just forcing that shit. And it's like, I'm not interested in forcing. It takes a minute. That's what I'm saying. When you really actually want to get to know somebody, or that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I feel, that's I'm still a dude. Yeah, I got a penis. But that's what I'm saying. I'm more interested in getting to know, I'm more interested in getting to know a woman. for who she is, I'm okay. I'm okay with that short vetting process of getting to know, because that's what I'm saying. I mean, I said it a long time ago, probably like 2 years ago now. But most, that's what I'm saying. It just depends on how it is. Most people be okay with they whatever effort that they put forth. That's what I know. My effort is good. I just know it takes a minute to get to know people. But if you're okay with just, I wouldn't use the term settling. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't use the term settling, but it's like it kind of got to be a balance. That's when I was watching a couple of videos, and this I forgot his name actually, but he was going over, like, he talks to a lot of he doesn't pander to women, but he has a lot of real good content on like men and women. But depending on what phase that he's in, he'll be talking more about you know what women should stay away from, or red flags and stuff like that. So me as a man, I definitely just try to, that's what I listen, I take notes. That's when, like, I really be trying to become the best version of myself, so then I don't run into any more problems that I've been running into. But as a man, there's a lot of things that I have yet to accomplish that I should have been focused on more, and I wasn't. That's my and the crazy thing is it hasn't stopped the soul from wanting to be in my presence. And I think it's interesting because it's like, I told God what I wanted. That's why I said this. I told God what I wanted, and when I did, all the obstacles started coming about. And that's like, if you're not, what I mean, if you're not mentally prepared, you'll end up slipping into something that you're not supposed to. And it was supposed to be a obstacle, a teaching lesson. That's what I'm saying. This is when you got to be careful, because then you'll meet somebody and it's like, y'all not supposed to get intimate. Y'all not supposed to be sexual, and then you end up being sexual with this person. Ruin the whole dynamic of whatever it was supposed to be, because you wanted to rush, or because some, like, as a man, you kind of gotta be able to tell a woman no. If it's a no, you gotta be able to tell her no, that's not what it is, this is what it is. And carry yourself like that, and be able to hold that down. You know what I mean? Because that's like, you might say you cool at one point. You might say you cool, and then next thing you know, something occurs that don't really need to be occurring. So it's just a learning process with a lot of it that you have to go through. And I feel like everybody don't really be wanting to learn. Everybody don't really be like, we don't all have that same ambition. I noticed, and I seen a couple other men say, we don't all carry that same ambition to want to be great, to want to like be on top, to want to be, that's what I'm saying, not even that dude, but to create stability and a dynasty, and to have a lot of, that's what I'm saying, it's a lot of worldly shit that I don't care for. So if we about to relate it to like having shit, owning shit, like flossing all your shit, you know what I mean? That's why I don't really get down like that. So it takes a different meaning when you don't care about the glitz and the glamour. Like, it definitely takes a different kind of role, because it's a lot of stuff today is the 28th, 9th, 29th. Yeah.